It's hard to be fully prepared to report to a scene where you find animals like this suffering in horrible living conditions. However, these images were shown to a group of officers so they will know what they will be up against and how to make sure it doesn't happen again. Roy Roderick is an officer with Law and Animal Welfare, and he says handling a human crime scene is very different than handling a crime scene in which pets or animals are involved.
The right pictures, getting all the evidence that we can, ascertaining, the food, if it's in good, good quality food, good quality food.
And the red flags to look out for taught in class today.
We look for the cleanliness of the property, if it's adequate shelter by code, the condition of the animal, if it appears to be in good health, runny nose, watery eyes, loose stools. That's all something in an overall view, that's what we look for.
Cynthia Armstrong is the Senior State Director of the Humane Society and organized today's seminar. She says preventing this kind of violence can prevent violence against humans, too.
It's well documented that violence to animals can lead to crimes against people. And so while we have very good animal cruelty laws and animal fighting laws in Oklahoma, we want to make sure those are investigated not only to protect the animals, but to prevent future crimes toward human beings.
Hoping to bring officers together to network and prosecute more abusers and giving them the tools to do so.
Now, each officer was gifted this tactical bag, and inside is everything they need to conduct an investigation once they arrive to the scene of animal cruelty. From writing the case number down to collecting evidence in the Ziploc bags and even taking photographs on this new Canon camera.
The officers were also trained to give first responder treatment to the animals on scene. Armstrong says big or small, wild or domestic, the Humane Society will find a home for the animal.
And we will help, if possible, with provision of care for those animals, and then further the final disposition. So if there are horses that need to go on to equine rescue or dogs and cats that need to be adopted into loving families, then we can facilitate that.
For 7 News, Crystal Rosado.
The Humane Society is funded purely on donations. If you'd like to help fund that organization or rescue an animal, we've included links to that information in this story online at KSWO.com.